Welcome to my channel StarWire Daily. Please share and subscribe and press the bell icon for new updates. When two worlds collide on the tennis court, magic happens. But when two of tennis's brightest stars collide in love, well, that's when the entire sports world stops spinning. What you're about to hear will completely change how you see tennis's golden couple forever. Picture this. It's a quiet Tuesday evening, social media is buzzing with the usual celebrity drama, and then, bam! A single Instagram post sends shockwaves through both the tennis world and celebrity gossip circles. Carlos Alcaraz and Emma Raducanu, two names that have dominated headlines for their incredible athletic achievements, just dropped the bombshell we've all been secretly hoping for. But here's the thing. This isn't just another celebrity romance announcement. This is the culmination of a love story that's been brewing in plain sight for months. Hidden behind professional smiles, stolen glances across tennis venues, and what we now know were carefully orchestrated coincidental meetings at tournaments around the globe. Welcome back to StarWire Daily, where we dive deep into the stories that matter, the romances that captivate us, and the moments that define pop culture. I'm your host, and today we're unpacking the most unexpected yet absolutely perfect love match of the year. Let's start from the beginning because this story, it's been unfolding right under our noses. Carlos Alcaraz, the Spanish sensation who took the tennis world by storm, capturing hearts not just with his incredible forehand, but with those piercing eyes and that boyish charm that screams main character energy. At just 21, he's already claimed multiple Grand Slam titles and established himself as the future of men's tennis. Then there's Emma Raducanu, Britain's tennis darling, who literally went from qualifier to US Open champion in what can only be described as the most Cinderella-like story sports has ever witnessed. Her 2021 US Open victory wasn't just a win. It was a cultural moment. Suddenly, everyone knew her name. Her smile graced magazine covers, and she became the face of a new generation of tennis superstars. But here's where it gets interesting. Industry insiders have been whispering for months about something brewing between these two. Remember Wimbledon 2024? Those of you with eagle eyes might have noticed something peculiar. While most players stick to their designated practice courts and media obligations, Carlos was spotted multiple times near the women's practice facilities. Coincidence? We think not. And Emma? Well, let's just say her social media activity told a very different story than her public statements. While she maintained in interviews that she was focused solely on tennis, her Instagram stories were telling a different tale. A Spanish restaurant in London, tagged with just a heart emoji. A photo of Spanish churros with the caption, "New favorites." And then, the smoking gun, a picture of a tennis racket with Vamos written in the sand beside it. For those who don't know, Vamos is Carlos's signature celebration cry. The tennis world is notoriously tight-knit, and whispers travel fast. Former player turned commentator Marion Bartoli recently hinted during a broadcast that young players today understand the value of supporting each other, with a knowing smile that spoke volumes. Tennis journalist Ben Rothenberg tweeted cryptically about romance blooming on the tour just weeks before the announcement. But the real clue? The one that had tennis fans connecting dots like detectives? Both Carlos and Emma posted nearly identical sunset photos from Monte Carlo in early March. Different angles, same stunning Mediterranean backdrop, same golden hour lighting. The timestamps? 37 minutes apart. You don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure out they were together. And then there were the matches. Oh, the matches. Tennis fans started noticing that whenever Emma had a big match, Carlos would mysteriously have schedule conflict that kept him at the same tournament for an extra day. When Carlos was playing at Roland Garros, Emma was spotted in the players' box section, wearing sunglasses and a cap, trying to blend in, but failing spectacularly because, let's be honest, you can't hide that radiant smile. The moment that changed, everything happened at the Miami Open. Emma had just secured a hard-fought victory in the quarterfinals, and as she was signing autographs, someone in the crowd shouted, "Emma, is Carlos here supporting you?" Her reaction was everything. That instant blush, the way she bit her lower lip to suppress a smile, and how she quickly changed the subject. It was a reaction of someone completely smitten. Fast forward to last week, and both their social media accounts went suspiciously quiet. No training updates, no tournament preparations, no behind-the-scenes content. Nothing. For two athletes who regularly engage with their millions of followers, this radio silence was deafening. Their teams deflected media inquiries with standard, focusing on upcoming tournaments responses, but those in the know were already preparing for something big. And then it happened. Yesterday evening, at exactly 8:47 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, both Carlos and Emma posted the same photo simultaneously. A candid shot of them sharing a laugh over coffee, his hand gently touching hers across a small cafe table. The Spanish countryside stretches endlessly behind them, bathed in that perfect golden hour light that makes everything look like a movie scene. But it wasn't just the photo that made fans lose their minds. It was the caption. Simple, elegant, and absolutely heart-melting. Some matches are meant to be. Posted in both Spanish and English, with a small tennis ball emoji and a red heart. That's it. No long explanations, no dramatic declarations, just pure, authentic happiness radiating through a single sentence. The response was immediate and overwhelming. Within minutes, the post had hundreds of thousands of likes. Tennis legends started commenting their congratulations. Rafael Nadal, Carlos's mentor and fellow Spaniard, simply wrote "Felicidades" with a heart emoji. Serena Williams commented with multiple heart-eye emojis. Even Andy Murray, known for his dry British humor, chimed in with "about time." What makes this relationship so fascinating isn't just the star power. It's the perfect synergy. Here are two athletes at the absolute pinnacle of their sport, both incredibly young, both carrying the weight of enormous expectations, and both navigating the unique pressures that come with being global tennis sensations. They understand each other's world in a way that few people could. Think about it. The life of a professional tennis player is incredibly isolating. Constant travel, living out of suitcases, the pressure of performing in front of thousands while feeling completely alone on that court. Having someone who not only understands those challenges, but lives them daily, that's not just romance. That's finding your person in the most unexpected place. Carlos, with his infectious energy and unwavering positivity, complements Emma's more introspective, thoughtful approach to both tennis and life. Where she tends to internalize pressure, he externalizes joy. Where he might rush into situations with pure instinct, she brings strategic thinking and careful consideration. It's the kind of balance that doesn't just work in relationships. It creates magic. And let's talk about what this means for tennis. Having two of the sport's biggest stars in a relationship isn't just tabloid fodder. It's a marketing dream and a narrative goldmine. Imagine the possibilities. Joint training sessions, couples interviews, shared sponsorship opportunities, and the ultimate tennis power couple branding that transcends the sport itself. But industry sources are telling us there's even more to this story. Apparently, their connection goes deeper than what we're seeing publicly. A source close to both players revealed that they've been in contact for over a year, initially connecting over their shared experience of handling sudden fame at such young ages. What started as friendship and mutual support slowly blossomed into something deeper. The source describes their first real conversation, which happened during a rain delay at the French Open last year. Both were stuck in the players' lounge, and what began as casual small talk about handling media pressure turned into an hours-long deep conversation about dreams, fears, and the surreal experience of having their lives change overnight. They just clicked, the source revealed. It wasn't about tennis rankings or achievements. It was about finding someone who understood the weight of expectations and the loneliness that can come with success. Their families have reportedly been aware of the relationship for months and are incredibly supportive. Carlos's parents, who have always emphasized the importance of happiness over career achievements, apparently adore Emma. They appreciate her grounded nature and the calm influence she has on their son's sometimes overwhelming enthusiasm. Emma's family, still adjusting to their daughter's global celebrity status, found comfort in Carlos's genuine nature and his family's experience navigating fame in the tennis world. Her mother reportedly said, He makes her laugh in a way we haven't seen since before all the pressure began. So what's next for tennis's new golden couple? Well, sources suggest they're planning to coordinate their tournament schedules more openly now that their relationship is public. We might see them practicing together, attending each other's matches without hiding, and who knows, maybe even some doubles action? Imagine the narrative possibilities. Supporting each other through Grand Slam runs, celebrating victories together, consoling each other through defeats, and growing both as individuals and as partners while the entire world watches. It's the kind of love story that transcends sports and becomes part of popular culture legend. But let's also acknowledge the challenges they'll face. Dating in the public eye is never easy, and doing it while maintaining peak athletic performance adds another layer of complexity. The media scrutiny will be intense, every interaction will be analyzed, and they'll need to find ways to protect their privacy while satisfying public curiosity. There's also the question of how this affects their individual careers. Tennis is an incredibly demanding sport that requires total focus and dedication. Balancing a high-profile relationship with the pressures of competing at the highest level won't be easy. They'll need to support each other's ambitions while maintaining their own individual identity and goals. But if anyone can handle these challenges, it's Carlos and Emma. Both have shown incredible maturity in handling pressure, and their shared understanding of the tennis world gives them a unique foundation. They're not just two celebrities who happen to meet. They're two people who genuinely understand and support each other's dreams and challenges. The fashion world is already buzzing with anticipation. Both Carlos and Emma have lucrative endorsement deals with major fashion and sports brands. The possibility of joint campaigns, red carpet appearances, and becoming the ultimate tennis couple brand is making marketing executives salivate. We could be looking at the next great power couple, following in the footsteps of legendary sports couples, but with their own unique millennial twist. And here's something most people don't know. Both Carlos and Emma are incredibly philanthropic. Carlos has been quietly supporting youth tennis programs in Spain, while Emma has been working with organizations promoting tennis accessibility for underprivileged youth in the UK. Together, they could create something truly impactful, using their combined platform to make real change in communities around the world. What I love most about this story is how genuine it feels. In an era of manufactured celebrity relationships and PR stunts, Carlos and Emma's connection appears authentic and organic. The way they look at each other in that announcement photo, you can't fake that kind of happiness and comfort. This relationship represents something beautiful about sports and life in general. Sometimes, when you're pursuing your individual dreams with everything you have, the universe surprises you by bringing someone special into your life. Someone who not only supports your journey, but becomes part of it in the most beautiful way. As we watch Carlos and Emma navigate this new chapter together, we're witnessing more than just a celebrity romance. We're seeing two young people who have achieved incredible success individually now supporting each other as they continue reaching for even greater heights. It's inspiring, it's romantic, and it's exactly the kind of positive story our world needs right now. The tennis world has its new royal couple, and honestly, we couldn't be happier for them. Here's to Carlos and Emma, to love finding a way even in the most competitive environments, and to the beautiful journey ahead for tennis's most exciting new power couple. What do you think about Carlos and Emma's relationship announcement? Are you as excited as we are to see how this love story unfolds? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I genuinely love reading your perspectives and predictions about celebrity relationships. If this story made you smile, gave you hope and love, or just provided some great entertainment, go ahead and hit that like button. It really helps us continue bringing you the latest celebrity news and behind-the-scenes stories you won't find anywhere else. And hey, if you're not already part of the Star Wire Daily family, what are you waiting for? Subscribe and hit that notification bell, because trust me, with couples like Carlos and Emma making moves, you won't want to miss a single update. We've got our fingers on the pulse of celebrity romance, and there's so much more coming your way. Until next time, this has been your host reminding you that sometimes the best matches happen off the court. Keep believing in love, keep supporting your favorite stars, and keep coming back for all the celebrity stories that matter.